Hey guys, it's Climberpt24 here for AllAboutAirsoftTV's YouTube channel. Today I just want to go over the gear that I run and why I run it. Airstyle380 also did a video like this going over why he runs his certain vest. I decided to do all the gear that I run, so kind of like a sort of loadout sort of video. So as most of you follow me on my personal channel, you know I'm doing a German kit. This isn't my German kit, of course. Of course I'm wearing Tricolor Deserts and the G36 isn't done yet. But this is just the kit that I've run for quite a while without the G36 because I ran my SPR. But this kit is really good and I really like running it. So if you want to run a kit, sort of like what I do, watch this video. If you don't, and you're still interested in watching me talk about my stuff, watch this video. If you're not even interested in any of that, just go watch another video. But, alright. Basically, I'm just going to talk about, what I run, why I run it, sort of thing. Living in California, especially during the summer months, it's June right now, so kind of around that time, it gets pretty hot. So this gear can be very, very warm to wear. I mean, sometimes I find myself just running around in a t-shirt with my combat pants, or BDU pants, and my boots, and my gun, and my vest. That's about it sometimes. I never play a game in shorts because I don't really be running through a swamp area full of sharp twigs and stuff and really cut my legs up badly. But I mean, if I'm getting cut in the arms, it just hurts a lot more on the legs, especially because you're running through that area. In your upper area, you're not really running through all the brush. There's stinging nettle at the field that I play at, so not a good thing to run into. So basically, I'm running Tricolor Deserts because I live in Southern California. The area I play at is kind of desert-like. Does have quite a bit of green, so Flecktarn is going to work great there. Be sure to check that out. I'll do my whole loadout video will be filmed there, down the field. So, alright, Tricolor Deserts, got them at a surplus store, nice and comfortable, and they were pretty cheap too. So, alright, rig, Condor MPS, probably the best rig I have actually bought. The rig itself cost $60. Total on it, I've spent maybe $170 to $200 on just this vest. Comes with the integrated magazine pouches, which is really handy. And running the G36 because it has super fat magazines, I can only carry one G36 magazine per pouch. And there's 6 pouches. 3 of them have these Velcro type, and the other ones are just bungee. And I'll explain about how my magazine's arranged a little bit later. But this vest is good. Got enough molly space up here. Got an ID pouch here, which I just keep, I have some patches in there. Good to keep anything in there. Magazine, dual pistol magazine pouch. I keep my spare M9 magazine in there, and a speed loader when I don't have my other M9 magazine sitting in here. Got these big nice clips. If you get these side parts undone and you just take the panel off, you pull these 2 tabs here, you unclip this, and the whole panel will come off. Got nice, really big slide clamps, and I got a hydration carrier on the back with King Arms IR replica flag. So, nice plate carrier, $60. I bought it at Airsoft GI, and it's really, really worth it. Alright, and with the magazines. As I'm a G36 owner, and I run the G36, I only carry 5 magazines on me. Well, 6 including the one in the gun, and I do have 1 in my dump pouch, which I don't usually carry. So, on the vest itself, I only carry 5 mags. How I have them arranged, okay? First, I'm going to go right here. So I have my gun. Let me just get the sling correct. Alright, have my gun up. First magazine with my free hand, my free left hand, I will go for this one, right here. This is a Tokyo Marui mid-cap, 110 rounds. Okay, it's my first magazine I will go to after my 30 rounder runs out. Okay, after I'm done with that mid-cap, that pouch is empty. By muscle memory, I remember that pouch is empty, so I will not go back to it. Next pouch, right here, is a TM high cap. This is my basic backup magazine. I'm not a trigger-happy player. I don't run through magazines like crazy. I like to conserve my ammunition. And if I am needing to put down supporting fire, I do short, quick bursts, which is the best thing you guys should do. If you can't put yourself through, putting bursts physically, buy yourself one of these. It's an AEG Burst Wizard. Okay, I've got one. Works great. 3-round burst. Just program it to shoot 3-round burst, and all you do is just burst, burst, burst. You can even hold the trigger down and it will eventually go back to full auto. Then you have to undo it and fix it again. So check those out if you don't want to muscle memory yourself to shoot bursts. That is like failsafe, so we'll do that. Like I was saying, TM high cap here, and then these next two right here are if I am running low on ammunition in my high cap, which most likely I won't be. These are 2-star low caps, 30 rounders, same one that I use in the gun to start off with. And then my last resort magazine. This is if I'm like out of ammo, and this is the big humongous game. I got my last high cap right here. It's in the hardest spot to get, and that's why it's my very last magazine. Okay, just kind of arranged like that, just personal preference. Forgot to mention, I'm actually wearing a pair of Oakley M-Frame 2.0s. Really comfortable. They have black frames in them, and yeah, they're really, really comfortable, nice and light. Now I have a 6th pouch. I just do not use it because it's too thin. I just keep my radio in there, but since I just ordered a whole bunch of parts from eHobby Asia last night, I'll be having a radio pouch back here. Okay. Alright, so that kind of does it for what my rig is about. The gun is a TM G36C. Currently it's stock, hasn't been upgraded at all, except I switched out the handguard. This had one of the classic Army large type handguards, and I put a rail on the bottom to accommodate this rubberized vertical foregrip. It didn't have a flash hider when I bought it, so I just put on an M4 flash hider. It looks fine. Doesn't actually have sights like a G36 would, so I'm perfectly zoomed. I'm perfectly accurate with this G&P aim point with authentic aim point rubber covers. Actually, I take that back. There's one upgrade. It's the Madwell Type 4 barrel, which is nice and gets good accurate groupings and helps you with your long distance shooting. It's semi and fully automatic. It's got some H&K trades on it, as well as a unique serial number. For my sling point, there was not a sling point up in the front. I don't like using the one in the stock in case I need to fold it in case I'm at an operation and I need to get into a vehicle. That's why I kind of like the G36. So I'm just using a key ring and attached my sling to that and put it through the metal sling point there. So it hangs quite nicely. I can move, around with my hands. I can reach for my secondary. Basic stuff like that. So in case I need to, get into a vehicle or breach through a door, and I cannot use my primary when I breach through a door, just a scenario like that, I have, free movement, and I can immediately pick my gun up, flip the stock back out, and go back to shooting. Okay? Couple reasons why I run the G36, kind of like I just said, is it's a very unique sort of weapon. I mean, it takes an acquired taste to like the G36. I personally love guns made by the real steel company H&K. I'm a huge lover of the MP5, huge lover of the G36, and huge lover of the G3. They're great weapons. The G36 is great because if you want a reliable version 3 gearbox and you don't really like an AK, as they are probably the most common airsoft gun on the field, next to M4s, it's a good platform to run. The one thing I hate that people do with their G36 is change the stock out to an M4 stock and put M4 magazine conversions. You're basically ruining the look of a beautiful gun like the G36. Okay, G36 comes in a lot of different types to accommodate for your various needs. I run the G36C, which is the compact version. There's the G36K, which is slightly longer. There's the G36, which is the standard rifle of the German Army. There's the MG36, which is the light machine gun variant, which has the beta mag, or a drum mag. And then there's the SL8, which is the sniper rifle version. I personally like the G36 version as it was in, I believe it was in the movie Gamer, and it's a very sick looking gun. What's his name? Whatever the actor's name is in Gamer, he had a drum mag with it, and it's a very sick looking gun. So, I mean, it takes an acquired taste to like this gun. I really love it, and it's perfect for if you're going to be at operations, especially vehicle operations where you need to quickly fold your gun up, get into a vehicle, ride along basically, and if you need to shoot out of the window, you can basically roll down the window, sit back in the seat, and just shoot out. Okay, perfect platform. All right. Next gun is my secondary weapon, Snowwolf M9. gas blow like $70 on evac.com. Great gun, full metal, clone of the KWA M9 PTP. So it's an M9 PTP basically. It's got a white dot front sight, full metal slide, full metal body, plastic grips. A little bit cheapy feeling, but they work. Nice. It's got a nice reinforced feeding nozzle. Hard recoil spring. One of my friends actually had a KJW M9, and the recoil spring in this was a lot stiffer than the KJW, so this is a lot. This hits a lot harder. You have a grooved. It's grooved right here, so you can grip easily. You know, if you're using two hands. Ambidextrous safety, so it's in safe. Still pull the trigger and still a little bit of resistance, but when you pull the trigger, when you don't have it cocked, it's double action. It's quite a long trigger pull, you can see. And the gun will not actually fire like this. You actually have to chamber the slide. So, just takes your standard magazines. I think these hold like 26 rounds each. Fit nicely in there. The slide locks back on there, empty. Alright, and then down below I just got a small utility pouch, which I just throw my magazines in. I just got one spare in there just in case. And then I just got my retention lanyard for the pistol. Quickly before I talk, about my boots and stuff, I just want to say why I run this pistol. Personally, I'm a big fan of M9s. They're neat handguns. I like M9s, I like 1911s, I like USPs. Those are primarily my favorite handguns. Glock 17s are nice, but they're not particularly my favorite. They're kind of hard to find in the airsoft world today, especially KWA Glocks. So M9s are really nice, nice and versatile, very, very comfortable to hold, and I like how they have a large magazine capacity, which is also very handy when you're playing in a big game. 1911s are nice. I've got a SOCOM gear, sitting in my case over there. Sometimes I change it around. I don't have spare magazines for that gun, so I primarily run this. It's got quite a bit of wear on it, which is actually really cool. Got some wear on the safety, and just on slide parts. The disassembly lever has a couple bits of wear, and I mean it disassembles like the real thing. Slide can pop off. You just take all your parts out. And it's a great gun. I really would recommend buying one. Alright, so now on to my pants. I don't know if you can see them, but they're tricolors. I got some knee pads on, and I just got some black combat boots. So this whole rig is actually very, very comfortable to wear. Nice and versatile, especially for somebody that wants to have a high-speed sort of setup. I mean, you can easily access magazines. This part, it's just kind of difficult to pull G36 magazines out of pouches sometimes. But I mean, it's a good, versatile vest. It's a good, versatile setup. And especially for anybody that lives in California, you might want to look into getting a setup sort of like this. So, just like to thank everybody for watching this video for All About Airsoft TV. Please subscribe to our channel. Me and AeroStyle380 would very much appreciate it. And please check out both of our personal channels. Links will be in the description of where you can check out our personal channels. Might put links in the description where you can get this vest or other stuff like that. We'll just have to see what happens. So, thanks for watching this video, guys, and we will just see you guys later.